Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for always watching my videos. If you're watching me for the second time, you are so welcome back. And if you're watching me for the first time, this is the right place for you. Thank you so much for clicking this video and kindly consider subscribing, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that every time I post my videos you're notified and you don't miss any of my videos. Well, so guys, in today's vlog, it's been a while before I make a vlog, and today's vlog I'm going to talk about a suggested video that somebody has requested me to talk about. And basically I'm going to talk about non-O. What is non-O? Non-O is a short term. Non is a short term of non-immigrant visa, and I'm living in Thailand. I'll be talking about non-immigrant visa in Thailand. And in Thailand we have different kind of visa. We have tourist, we have non-immigrant type B, non-immigrant type O, and basically I'm going to talk about non-immigrant type O. So to elaborate a little bit, what is non-immigrant visa? Basically, non-immigrant visa is a temporary visa or temporary visa. It's either you're working or you're visiting family. It's family visa in Thailand. Basically in Thailand it's a family visa or a work visa. So I'm going to talk about non-O, type O, non-immigrant type O. To my understanding, we have non-immigrant. I've been lucky enough to have both type of visa: non-O, non-immigrant type O, and non-immigrant type B. Basically, non-immigrant type B, I've already told you what is non-immigrant type O. So non-immigrant type B is a working kind of visa. So I'll be talking again once more. I'll be talking about non-immigrant type O. So non-immigrant type O, first of all, to put a disclaimer, it's only given between father and the child, mother and the child, parent to children, children to parent, or married couples. You cannot give non-immigrant to your boyfriend, to your fiancé, to your sibling. No, you can never give a non-immigrant in Thailand. I'm talking about Thailand. You cannot give non-immigrant visa to your Thailand unless otherwise, of which I don't know unless otherwise, because I've been there, I acquired, and I've told you I had non-O. I came here, first of all I came with non-immigrant type O, and later on I got a job, and then I changed to non-immigrant type A. So I know what I'm talking about. So you can never give a non-O to your sibling. It can never happen. You can never give a non-immigrant visa to your relative. It can never happen. Basically in Thailand, it's a relationship. It's either you're giving, if it's a mom, you're giving to your child. If it's a child, you're giving to your mom. If it's a dad, you give to your child, and if it's a child, you give to your dad. That's how it works. And the vice versa also to couple. Married couple, husband, you give to your wife, and wife to give to your husband. Another thing that you need to know before I start saying the requirements that you need to get non-O from Kenya, or from wherever country. So basically I'm from Kenya, and these are the requirements that I was asked for me to process my non-immigrant type O visa when I was coming in Thailand. So another thing that you need to know is, if you are a child, if you are a parent and you want to give a non-immigrant visa to your child must not be over the age of 21. They consider that as an adult. So if you proceed and go ahead with processing non-immigrant type of visa to your child who is past the age of 21, be ready. And if you're intending for your child to stay more than 3 months, of which non-immigrant visa is 3 months, okay, the 3 months. So if you're intending for your child to stay more than 3 months, it means you must be ready to be paying a renewal visa of course 1,900 every month. That's what happened to me. I came here, I was over age 21, and I stayed here for the first 3 months. It was so nice. And when I went to extend my visa, That's where I was knocked at. When I went to extend my visa, I was told you are age of 21. There is no way you can follow your dad because you're already an adult. But if you still want to extend your visa and continue to stay here, it means you'll be required to pay 1,900 each month when you'll be renewing your visa. So you need to know that before you plan for your child to come here. And for your child to come here and you're intending for your child to stay for a long time, you need to be ready to be paying that fee. But for couples, it's very easy. For couples, it's very easy. Once your visa expired, as long as long the person that you're depending on has visa. No, sorry. What I mean, sorry, not visa. Example, let me use my example. I have my husband, right? And if I have my husband has processed non-immigrant type O, right? And I have non-immigrant B. It means my husband is depending on me. So once my husband comes here, my husband will be following my visa. So if my visa will be expiring next year, 2020, my husband's visa also non-O will expire next year, 2020. So that is the advantage of couples, and also advantage of parents. Okay, if you're a child and you want to invite your mom, it doesn't matter how old. Now that is okay. Now that's where the contradiction comes in. Okay, I want you to listen to me properly. That's where the contradiction comes in. If I'm a parent and I'm inviting my child, I'm inviting my child who is more than 21 years, it means every month I'll be paying 1,900 to renew my child's visa. But if I'm a child, right? I'm a daughter and I want to invite my dad, it means my dad will be following my visa. Okay, it will not be like the other way around, that my dad has to renew his visa 1,900 every month. No, my dad will just follow my visa. My mom will just follow my visa. But if your parent with your child is over 21 years, be ready to be paying that fee. So wow, so now without further ado, I really talked much. Hope it's very useful. Without further ado, I'd like to talk about the requirements that you need for you to process non-immigrant visa in wherever country you are. So most of the time, the person who is giving the person who is processing non-immigrant visa for the other person is the person who's supposed to provide most of the documents. Okay, so number one, for the person, the basic documents for the person who is processing from Kenya. So like me, let me first of all, I'll talk different kind. I'll talk of marriage, non-O of marriage, and non of parent to child. So I'll start with a parent to child. So I'm a parent, I want to invite my child, right? First of all, the basic document, your child must have a passport, okay, of which is a basic requirement. So first of all, she must have a passport and also original birth certificate. So as she will be going to the embassy, one thing, she will be going with original passport and original birth certificate. Number two, of course, there is I really don't know the size of the passport that normally wants, but from the other person, that person must carry passport, only two things: passport, original birth certificate. We are talking about parent child, right? Original birth certificate and the small passports. Okay. Another thing, photo passport, sorry, the small photo passport, right? Another thing, and also 8,000, it's 8,000 in Kenya, it's 8,000. 8,000, it's equivalent to $80. Okay, so non-immigrant visa in Kenya, non-immigrant visa type O in Kenya, the fee is $80. $80, it's equivalent to once more to 8,000 Kenya shilling. Now to you, the person that is inviting the other person, one thing, you need to have your visa. Your visa should not be less. Your visa expire. Okay, sorry guys. My visa, okay, I'm inviting my child, right? My visa should not be valid for less than 6 months. Okay, your visa should be valid more than 6 months. If your visa is valid for less than 6 months, they will decline. Most of the time they will decline to get the visa. So your visa should be, sorry, I say should, your visa, sorry, your visa should be your visa should be valid over 6 months. Okay, that is the first thing you need to know. Number 2, the requirement. Now the requirement that you need to give out, you need to scan all your passport pages, your biodata, okay, your visa page, and the stamps that you have been, once from the biodata and the visa, once from the non-B visa that you acquired, and the stamps until when it's valid. You need to scan that and then send it to your child email, and then she over there in wherever country that they are, they're going to print them out. Okay, so one thing, you need to scan your passport, every page and biodata, and then send it to your child for them to do what? To print out. Number two, work permit. Of course you need a work permit. You know, you cannot work, you cannot process somebody's land if you don't have a work permit. Number 2, work permit. You need to also do the same thing. Scan all pages of your passport, scan all pages of your work permit, send it to your child's email, and let him or her print out. That is 2. Number 1, all passport pages. Number 2, all work permit pages. Number 3, you need a bank statement, because somebody is going to depend on you. So how are you going to support this person if you're not financially stable? So basically they normally want you to be a little bit financially stable, so they'll ask you to give a bank statement of the last 3 months. So basically this is to show the flow of money you've been receiving and you've been withdrawing. So basically they normally want to see something is happening in your account. You receive, you withdraw, something like that. I really don't know if they really have, like, you need to have this specific kind of money. No, they normally don't say like you need to have this specific kind of money. They normally want to see that this specific person is receiving money and withdrawing money. There is a transaction within the last 3 months. So you have to go to the bank, print your bank statement, scan your bank statement and send it to your child. Okay, lastly, and this is the most important, you need to write an official letter to the embassy. Official letter to the embassy with the embassy letterhead, not just a letter, an official letter to the embassy. You are talking to the embassy, you're not sending a letter to your child, you're sending a letter to the embassy. So in this letter you'll state your name, state how long you've been in Thailand, state where you're working, state your home address, state who you're inviting, and also ask them to grant, if it's your child, to grant your child's visa, and explain the reason why you would want your child to come and visit you. Then you will scan, please don't just go print and send, just scan this document for them to look presentable. Make sure you scan this document, send it also to your child, and then your child will print out. So basically, without any hassle, those are the documents you need. Number 1, all pages of your passport. Number 2, all pages of your work permit. Number 3, what was number 3? Sorry. Number 3, your bank statement. And number 4, but not the least, the most important, invitation letter. We call it invitation letter. You write to the Kenyan embassy. So that's all you need. The same case to marriage couples. So with married couples is a little bit complicated. Okay, it's a little bit complicated. The documents are the same. If I am a wife and I want to invite my husband, right? Or I'm a husband, I want to invite my wife. First of all, print your passport. Scan your passport and send to your wife. Scan all the work permit, visa, and send to your wife. Scan, and please also the teacher's licenses. if you have the teacher's license, don't forget, scan also the teacher's license and send to him. Scan your bank statement within 3 months, the last 3 months, and send to him. And also an invitation letter. The only difference when coming to marriage is that you need a marriage certificate. In other part, you need a birth certificate. But in this section of couples, married couples, you need a marriage certificate. And most of the time, if you're coming here as a married, if you're coming here with a marriage certificate, it's always good to be on a safer side, because you'll be going to extend your visa. To be on a safer side, please make sure that you certify your marriage certificate with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and also with the embassy. Just certified, because when you come here, they'll want to know how. They wouldn't be sure, they're not sure you guys are married. So to be on a safer side, just go certify your document, and then once you come here, the process is very smooth. I really wonder with this hearsay that people keep saying, and they've never experienced anything to do non-B. No, they're all lies, they're all hearsay, they're just rumor mongers, So to be on a safer side, certify your marriage certificate. The requirements are same. Yes, the requirements are same. So with the marriage certificate, passport, scan all pages. Work permit, scan all pages. If you have teacher's license, scan and send to your wife. Bank statement within 3 months. And the other one was, oh guys, the other one was invitation letter. The invitation letter. And lastly but not the least, the marriage certificate. And it will be so easy. They'll grant your visa within 3 days. Your visa is out. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Tune in for part B. Part B, I'll be talking about extension of non-O visa in Thailand. So I'll be talking about the requirements that you need when going to extend your non-O visa in Thailand. Thank you so much. Kindly, if you find this useful, please share, like, comment, and I'll subscribe and also comment. I'd really wish to hear from you in the comment section. I'm going to write the requirement in the description box. If you didn't get me clear, kindly check the description box. I'm going to post there the requirements. And also, if you have question, you can always ask in the comment section. I'm available at any time to answer all your questions. Thank you so much. Till next time, I love you all. Bye bye.